Today, June 17th, the UNESCO and the United Nations announced this day as the International Day to combat desertification and drought. Desertification and drought. Drought means
no rain.
Yeah. The desertification and drought occur because of the 5 elements. That's why we are going to think of the 5 elements. We are going to mingle with them and unify ourselves with these 5 elements. And we pray these 5 elements always be helpful to make our earth greenish one. Because of that, we can avoid desertification and drought. That's why today we are going to concentrate on 5 elements. Already we did it for 2 or 3 times. Today also we are going to do that practice. Not only the universe or our Mother Earth, but also our body is the combination of these 5 elements. That's why in Tamil they used to say one word, Andathil ullathu pindathil. That means what is in the universe is always in our body. Our body consists of these 5 elements. Our physical body, bones, muscles are the products of earth. The blood and other important hormones secreted in the endocrine glands and the important places. They are in the form of a representation of water. Always our body is maintaining a good temperature, 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. This temperature is needed to make our blood to circulate all our body. And we know the oxygen, which is essential for the function of our body, which is taken by the blood. That's why it is the contribution of the element air. The 5th one is our life force, which is spreading all over our body. It is giving us the energy that is called biomagnetism. All these 5 elements are also in the earth. Fortunately or unfortunately, we don't know how to utilize these 5 elements. That's why we are spoiling the soil because of pesticides and manures and unwanted savages, wastages, letting them to spread all over the earth. Just like that, we are also polluting the water. because of drainage and industrial waste, we are spoiling the water. One way or other, we are also disturbing the fire because of our unwanted activities. We are increasing the warmness of the earth. That's why very big icebergs are melting and they are threatening us. They may raise the level of sea to some extent, and it will make many seashore cities to go into the sea, and the element air, the air is consists of nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases. Because of the pollution, we are making a hole in the ozone region. Apart from that, we are letting the smoke and gases from the industrial factories, and also we are letting carbon dioxide and other dioxides in the air because of our vehicles and other things. In another way, once the wastages are polluting air, is compensating by way of trees we grow in the earth. But nowadays we are destroying either by accident or by willfully many big forests. Thousands and thousands of hectares of forests are destroying every year. That's why the pure air coming from the trees are getting lower and lower, and wastages are polluting gases and airs. They are mingling in the air field. Apart from that, nowadays we are also entering into the sky. There also we are putting more and more waste. Because of that, many natural calamities, disasters are happening. Now we are going to smoothening, or we are going to make harmony between these elements and us. Because of that, the tendency of polluting the elements will reduce, and always there will be a coordination between us and the 5 elements. For that, just to celebrate or in memory of the day, that is the day of comfort, desertification and drought. We are going to do the meditation on 5 elements. In the evolution of the earth, we come across 5 elements. They are sky, air, fire, water, and earth. We are going to meditate on them. We can sit conveniently. We make necessary arrangements not to touch our floor. by putting mat or something. We can sit straight, joining our palms, closing our eyes. Think of the Almighty. The atmosphere around is being purified by the divine bliss of the Almighty. The divine bliss Almighty is filled around us and purifies the surrounding. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine bliss. The divine bliss enters into our body, mind, and soul and purifies them. The divine bliss is entering into our body, mind, soul, and purifies them. The divine bliss is entering into our body, mind, and soul and purifies them. We are purified by the divine bliss. We can think of our parents and thank them for giving this body to do these type of practices. And we can think of all the gurus who teach us the way of spirituality for the upliftment of our life. Oti Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Oti Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Oti Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. We are chanting Omkara 5 times. First, we are giving lengthy sound to O. O. Equal sound to both. Less to O, more to him. Omitting O and chanting him only. Now we are chanting the pranava without sound, with the absolute silence. By exhaling, we are feeling the pranav energy all over the body. Now we are going to cleansing the spinal cord. First, we close our left nose from the bottom of our spinal cord, Mooladhara. We are inhaling along with our mind and pranava and going to the top of the head. Now we are closing the right nose, exhaling and coming down to the bottom of the spinal cord. From the bottom of the spinal cord, Mooladhara, we are inhaling and taking our mind and pranava to the top of the head. closing the left nose, exhaling and coming down to the bottom of the spinal cord. From the bottom of the spinal cord, inhaling along with our mind and pranava to the top of the head. On the top of the head, we can visualize a small Sivalingam situated at there. Thinking of the Sivalingam, we are inhaling and exhaling with absolute silence, the pranava. Now we are going to concentrate on 5 elements. Sky, air, fire, water, and earth are the 5 elements. In the evolution of the universe, earth is the 5th one. We are going to visualize the whole globe, our world, by inhaling and exhaling and concentrating on the globe. We are getting many things, services, get from the earth in our day-to-day life. We thank this element for giving many products related to earth for our well-being. We will assure the element earth to the extent possible. We will not disturb the routine of the earth to the maximum. We will be always harmonious with the element of earth. We will increase the knowledge about the earth and try to utilize it for the well-being of all the living beings and all the human beings. In the subtle stage of our mind, we can inhale and exhale and observe the globe. Next, we are going to concentrate on water. In the evolution of the universe, water is a 4th one. We come across the existence of water in the oceans, sea, lakes, ponds, and everywhere, outside and inside. Always we will respect the element water. We are going to thank the element water, which is always giving many products, services, directly or indirectly by this element water. We will also getting the protection from this element water, and we will utilize this water and increase the knowledge of utilization of this water for the well-being of the humankind. We are exhaling and inhaling, visualizing the water all around the world. More than 70% of this globe, and getting interaction with this water. Thirdly, we are going to concentrate on the element fire. Our earth not only goes round the sun, but also it is rotating itself. Because of the rotation of the earth, all the hard elements are concentrating in the middle of the earth. Because of that, there is always a huge fire existing in the middle of the earth because of chemicals and metals in the middle. The heat produced in the middle of the earth is coming up to the end of the earth, top of the earth, and always it makes the earth a warm one. We are visualizing the fire in the middle of the earth, a huge fire. We are getting good protection from this fire. We also thank this fire for maintaining our temperature within our body and within the globe. We will thank this fire for giving enormous products. Because of this fire and its part, we are always thankful to fire. We will extend our knowledge of utilizing this fire for the well-being of the humankind and the earth. We are visualizing the fire by inhaling and exhaling and becoming one with the fire. We are always harmonious with this fire. Next, we are going to concentrate on air, the evolution of the earth, the evolution of the universe. Air is a second evolution, electrical evolution. It is essential for all the living beings. We are always getting the protection from the element air. We are always thankful to the element air for giving us oxygen and giving oxygen to all the plants and living beings in the world. We will also assure to the element air, we will not pollute this air to the maximum possible. Because of this air and the products of the air, we are getting many products. The world further and further, we will harmonious with this element air and extend our knowledge or increasing the knowledge of utilizing this element air for the welfare of ourselves and for the welfare of the humankind. We can visualize the air circumference around this world by inhaling and exhaling, getting more and more harmony with this element. In the evolution of the universe, because of the magnetic changes, emerges the sky. In the sky, not only our Earth, but also the solar system, Milky Way, and more galaxies are floating in the sky. The sky is the base for all the four elements. Each and every moment, we are getting a universal energy from the sky. It is always helpful for the circulation of our life force within our body. We are visualizing the sky. We are always being protected by this element sky, and we also thankful to the element sky for giving us many products and services for our well-being. We will extend our knowledge of science to increase the utilization of the sky for the well-being of our humankind. We visualize ourselves to the extent of the sky, inhaling and exhaling, and we are getting more and more universal magnetism from the sky. We are inhaling and exhaling and observing the sky in the absolute silent stage. The above and above, beyond and beyond, the state is called Almighty, static force, absoluteness, omnipotent, omniscience, and omnipresence. This is the total consciousness. From this total consciousness, we are becoming the soul consciousness, fragmented into different living beings. In this field of our soul consciousness, we come across all the five elements within our body. The sky as the circulation of life force, air as the circulation of air circulation, Fire has the heat circulation, water has the blood circulation, and our body is an earth. We are getting enlightenment that just like our body, we could see all the five elements in all the human beings, in all the living beings. Now onwards, we will take an oath that we will always helpful to all the living beings and all the human beings. We will not hurt any living being or human being without proper reason, apart from withdrawing from the hurting of these living beings. We will extend our service and love to all the human beings and living beings to the maximum extent possible, either by way of our thought, word, and deed. We will respect all the living beings, all the human beings. To the maximum extent, we will make our dwelling places cities, factories to the maximum level of greenish way. To the maximum, we will plant more and more trees, plants which are helpful for this earth. We will increase the area of forest to the maximum possible, and we will utilize the unfertility lands and make them a fertility lands, and we will in due course avoid or conquer the drought and desertification in future by way of our science to the maximum. Even we can convert the deserts as a forest, unfertile lands as a fertile lands, and we will make more and more benefits, products from these places on this day of combat of desertification and drought. We will extend our service of making more and more plants and make our globe a greeny globe. In this calm stage of our mind, we can appeal to the Almighty for good health, long life, enough wealth, happiness, wisdom, ecstasy, and peace in our life. By the grace of Almighty, we all may enjoy good health, long life, enough wealth, happiness, wisdom, and peace, and all prosperities in our life. The Almighty may provide us good health, long life, enough wealth, happiness, wisdom, peace, ecstasy, and all prosperities in our life. We can think of our family members. By the grace of Almighty, all of them may enjoy all the prosperities in their life. They are blessed with the Almighty. We can think of our friends and relatives. They are also being blessed by the Almighty with all the prosperities in the world. We can think of the persons, superiors, co-workers, and subordinates in our day-to-day activities. We will also pray for them for all the prosperities in their life. Be blessed by the divine. We can think of the enemies and those who are disturbing us by the way of thought, word, and deed. They are also being provided with all the prosperities, irrespective of harmness to us. We can also think of the persons, those who are celebrating their birthday in this week, and those who are celebrating the anniversaries in this week. All of them are blessed by the Almighty with all the prosperities. We can think of the person, those who are suffering physically and mentally or psychologically, and those who are suffering from pandemic disease, corona, COVID-19, and other pandemic diseases. And we can also pray for the Almighty for quick recovery from them. All should get quick recovery from these illnesses. Apart from that, we can also pray for the Almighty for the well-being of the persons, those who are dedicating themselves to eradicating or eliminating all these diseases in the world from morning to evening. They should also be blessed with all the prosperities in their life. We can think of the whole world. May this whole world enjoy happiness, peace, wisdom, and all the prosperities. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. வானாகி மண்ணாகி வழியாகி ஒளியாகி ஊனாகி உயிராகி உண்மையுமாய் இன்மையுமாய் கோனாகி யான் எனது என்றவரவரை கூத்தாட்டுவானாகி நின்றாய என் சொல்லி வாழ்த்துவனே. சிற்றம்பலம். Now we are raising our hands to the top of the head, slightly rubbing it and apply it on our eyes, and we can feel the energy coming from the palm entering into our eyes and spread all over the body. Now we are opening our eyes and see our right palm, and when we are going to complete this meditation, Om Namah Shivaya.